Picture this. You're in a loving relationship for 2.5 years, thinking everything is pretty solid. Then, out of the blue, your girlfriend confesses that she's cheated on you. Yeah, gut punch, right? But wait, it gets crazier. So 2 months ago, my girlfriend was at a party at her friend's shared apartment. It was just another night out, or so I thought. I was out of town for work, completely unaware of the storm brewing back home. The next day, she calls me in tears, full-on heart-wrenching sobs, and drops the bomb. She cheated. My world pretty much shattered in that moment. Fast forward a day and I'm back in town. We have this marathon of a talk. The kind where your heart feels like it's being twisted and wrung out. She didn't spill much about the details, and honestly, I didn't push for them. I figured knowing too much would only hurt more. She mentioned having a few drinks and just going with the flow. Classic, right? But she seemed genuinely remorseful, and I, the fool in love, decided to forgive her. I thought our relationship could be salvaged. I buried the incident deep down, thinking I could move past it. Occasionally, my mind would wander to the details, but I always stopped myself. I convinced myself that it didn't matter, that what was done was done. Boy, was I wrong. Yesterday, I ran into a guy who was at that infamous party. His reaction to me forgiving her was, let's say, less than supportive. He was bewildered. And then came the moment of truth, or rather, the moment of sheer horror. I braved up and asked him for the full story. I thought I was ready for it, but nothing could have prepared me for what he told me. Brace yourselves. It wasn't just a single slip-up with one guy. No, my girlfriend had apparently turned the party into her personal playground. She slept with at least 3 guys and did things with them she'd never even hinted at with me. My head spun, my heart sank, and I was left feeling like I didn't know the woman I'd been with for 2.5 years. At first, I thought this guy was messing with me. It sounded too outrageous, too cruel. But then he showed me proof. And just like that, the fragile piece I'd built in my mind crumbled into dust. I couldn't unsee it, couldn't unhear it. The betrayal cut deeper than I ever thought possible. Technically, she didn't lie to me. She did confess to cheating. But this felt like a whole new level of deceit. I went through the mental and emotional wringer to forgive her, to rebuild what we had, only to find out I'd been in the dark about the full extent of her betrayal. So here I am, completely freaking out, feeling like my world's been turned upside down. How do you even begin to process something like this? How do you cope when the person you love shatters your trust in ways you've never imagined? If you've got any advice, any words of wisdom, he will welcome them, because right now, he is lost in a sea of emotions and freaking out. This man's world was turned upside down after he found a sex tape of his girlfriend. Check out this video to find out the crazy details.